And welcome back, everybody. Sun Media's presentation of Tourney 12. Kevin Mills, Justin Pelletier. We're going to break down the Class C West girls bracket, and surprise, surprise, Halldale's up there again.
Yeah, they lost a lot of a couple key players, but they still had Caroline Wolfington back, and she's probably the best player in that field in the MVC, and so she's really been their go-to player, and she's got them right back at the top. And
playing in the first round against the Halldale Bulldogs are the St. Dom's Saints, and they're back in the tournament and as the number 9 seed this year.
The good news for St. Dom's is they're not playing Waynfleet this year. Seems like every time they get to the tournament, they'd end up playing Waynfleet and lose. Instead, they get the number 1 seed in Caroline Wolfington. It's going to be a tough matchup for them, even though they're a strong defensive team. They're a really young team. It was actually great that they were able to get this far, and so it's going to be a great experience. It's going to be a tough matchup for them against Halldale, though.
Of course, with Jay and Livermore Falls and Georges Valley all gone from Western C this year, a few more WMC, Western Main Conference teams join the fold. The 4-5 matchup is an example of that in Trape and OOB. And also on the other side, Waynfleet still there also as the number 7 seed. So the WMC a little bit better of a showing this year because of the fact that you're missing 3 of the traditional powers in that conference.
Usually you'd get 1 or 2 from the Western Main Conference, and traditionally Western Main Conference teams have not done well against MVC teams in this field. Waynfleet has probably been one of the better teams to do that, and I think if there's a team to watch in this tournament, it's Waynfleet. Even though they get Madison, who's going to be a real tough matchup for them, Waynfleet has Verano back. She set a scoring record last year in Augusta. They've got not everybody back from last year, but they've got an experienced team coming back. Their record is a little skewed because a lot of their losses came against really good Class B teams. So they're a 7 team with their record, but they're a better team than that, and I think they're going to give Madison a pretty good run.
And in the 3-6 matchup, of course, Mount Abram slots in there. 2 MVC schools coming in there in Booth Bay and Mount Abram in that 3-6.
That's going to be a real interesting matchup because both of these teams are relatively new to this experience. It's been a few years since either one of these schools have played in this tournament. Mount Abram, actually both teams have been kind of working toward this the last couple of years with young teams kind of trying to grow and work their way up the standings. And both teams are have pretty good inside games. So they have some tall players and rebounders. So they kind of mirror each other in their style of play and their size and how they match up and also their tournament experience. So I think it's going to be an interesting game.
It'll be very interesting to see how this all unfolds. Of course, that Class C West girls tournament up at the Augusta Civic Center. Join us there, won't you? And we'll see you there. For Kevin Mills, Justin Pelletier, for Sun Media. Have a good day.